Hello, everyone. Welcome to What's Now. I'm your host, Christine Napier. This is a show where we take a deep dive into what's trending, things that you're going to want to make sure you know about, great topics of conversation, and much, much more. In fact, on today's episode, we are focusing on the return of a new series, followed by toy trends, travel, and healthy snacking. But up first, Black Ink Crew New York is back. In fact, returned this past week. Looking forward to finding out more about this all new season on VH1. I spoke with Ceaser Emanuel all about this. Let's take a look.
VH1's Black Ink Crew is back in New York, and today we are talking with Ceaser Emanuel all about this big return. I'm so excited. Ceaser, how are you?
I'm great. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a blessing. You gotta understand, we've been on TV since 2013. I ain't never had a job this long. I'm just saying.
You know, that's actually amazing, especially when you consider the pandemic and everything that happened in that time is still going on. How did that shift things when you think about how it started in 2013 to the pandemic? How did that affect what you're doing to now?
I mean, I had a plan before the pandemic. Like, my plan was get to 50 states, make sure I get my Black ink in all these cities, and then retire in London with my last shop. Like, I already had that plan. But after the pandemic, everything done changed, and everything is just like, you got to play by ear. You got to be a real hustler. Like, everything changed. Like, at one time, I wasn't able to do tattoos for a whole year. A whole year I had to take off from tattooing. So it made you think about other ways of getting it, and then other ways of helping your people get it too.
Oh, yeah, it's just incredible how we've learned and changed and how you were able to pivot. So tell me about this
Mhm.
big return of Black Ink Crew New York.
All right, this big return is epic, because everybody have to understand, we went through the pandemic just like y'all. I tried to figure it out, took everybody to Atlanta, where everybody know Atlanta was open, y'all. Took them down to Black Ink Atlanta, because everybody know I got a big shop in Black Ink Atlanta, but it didn't pan out real good because New York opened back up, and half of the crew definitely wanted to go back home, and the other half didn't want to, but we got to go back home. As I told them, New York, especially Brooklyn, that's our headquarters. Yeah, we got different shops in different states, but we got to go take care of home. So this season, you're going to see the whole drama and the whole up and down of trying to get my crew back together to become one Black Ink Crew Brooklyn.
Oh, you're a shop owner, a mogul, and you're elevating the Black Ink brand. But at the same time, people that are absolutely the closest to you continue to try to tear you down. So what are some of your biggest challenges, especially right now?
I mean, that's some of the stuff, I'm not gonna lie, that's some of the stuff that comes with any leader. Like, I used to feel sorry and stuff like that for myself. It was even a time I went through some depression. But once you start reading other people's story and other people's or what they've been through and their struggles and their testimony, you understand that you're not alone. As a leader, people are not going to think like you. And if they could, they'll be leaders too. And sometimes it's the people that's closer to you. Most of the time, it's the people that's closer to you. And if you look at the history we can go back to the Bible, Cain killed Abel. And I just keep remembering that that's just how it is. And as long as I know that I'm doing right and I'm being real with people, and I never did anything to hurt or jeopardize people, but make them prosperous, I could sleep at night.
Caesar, what do you hope that you'll be remembered for, especially in terms of this show? What do you think your legacy will be?
That's a good question. I believe, since this is Black History Month, I want to be remembered in Black History Month. I want to be remembered in history. I want to be one of those people that basically made a different way for himself and made a way for his people, and strived in an industry that everybody thought that was just not for him. And no one really thinks about tattooing as a business. And he reformed it. Like, that's what I want to be left at. I want to be left as a great businessman and as a leader in my community.
And you absolutely are. I'm so much looking forward to tuning into Black Ink Crew New York. In fact, the all new episodes began on Monday, February 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Pacific Time on VH1. Thank you so much, Ceaser, for joining us today. Always a pleasure speaking with you, and wish you all the luck in the world. And so glad that you are continuing this journey.
Thank you.